When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Northwestern's offense has the ball first today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
The give. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And it's not as easy as you think on these 3rd and shorts when you know they're running the football to get a stop. And the running back falls forward, but a great job by the defense. Getting the tackle back, not letting him get the first down, keeping him short, and now forcing the offense into decision time. They want to go for it early, make a statement, create some momentum. Big stop by this defense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Finds his big tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the tailback. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Pulls and fired complete. Touchdown, Wildcats! A great catch and run for 6.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Washington Huskies offense will go to work for the first time. receiver going in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Got it in the middle. It's Harris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Sets up the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Right on the money. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. We saw that there on the incompletion.
Wants to throw it. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Takes a hit as he fires. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers. What about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but
he's going for it all. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Washington. He found open space. The band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Give to the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion. completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. To the air, it's Whitaker. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. 3rd down play from the gun. Finds his big tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. After the break, they'll go back to work. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Whitaker. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on making side adjustments here. On third down, he drops the throw. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for a man. It's Whitaker. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Behind the chains now on second and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Caught, close to the marker, it's Harris. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. Bust a pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a run.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Northwestern offense returns to the field.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Gonna run it. It's Russ. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't. And they got stuck.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He's got it. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the catch down the right side. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Thorne. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 40. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, and did they set up some field position. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. It's Whitaker. Punts it out of the air. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Back to pass. Nice move to keep running. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they're after him. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger
defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, we'll take that throw all day.
The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's going to fire deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything.
Touchdown, Wildcats! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They wheeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. He'll take a deep shot here. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got room on the return. They'll stop him at the 37. The defense comes up with a big pick.
The What a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
The give from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't.
Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Huskies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll go to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and then hopefully move the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Whitaker. Snags it over the middle. Can't quite cross the plane. The 6, but they'll have the first down.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husky.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Nebraska. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the run, it's Reeder. There he goes. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has, run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on the hat, creating the explosive run.
But on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Jukes his way for more. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that patch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Might be calling a hot route. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Northwestern! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Wants to throw. It's Whitaker. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. Now on the return. Makes a move. Touchdown, Wildcats! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And you got man-to-man coverage, and you're running that curl route, that ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the 1st down.
Makes the catch near the sidelines, but he's downed immediately before he gained an inch. That running back looks as if he'd be at home in the receiver room with that footwork along the sideline. Yeah,
Reese, this defense is going to have their hands full because this is a complete running back. He's not good just blocking or running with the football, but he can catch it as well.
That's it, fly. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Whitaker. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. All kinds of room to the right. At the 30. Inside the 10. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this deep. Touchdown, Northwestern. And the route is on. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And the point after is good. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Looking downfield, it's Whitaker. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a big play. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. They got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw again. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. Quarterback making checks. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's caught inside the 20. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. And here comes... and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
It just feels too little too late for this defense. Where was those plays earlier in the game, right? I mean, they're trailing by a ton of points now, in large part, because they have not been able to get pressure on the quarterback. And finally, here late, they come up with a sack.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they'll drag him down after a good... the interception.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter. Just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Got his man on the outside. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Whitaker. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Turning it on. Oh, he got loose. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Finds his man.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They've got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out because this wasn't a great day.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. To the air, it's Whitaker. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Complete out of the backfield. He is stopped short of the line of the game. The fourth down try goes awry, and that might just do it.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse talked about, we'll go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. What a disappointment. No good. And guys, this will stay a 24-point game. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.